Admiral, thanks for being here. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your commitment. Thanks. We had a great conversation the other day. So the world's pretty dangerous. We weren't able to deter Russia in Ukraine. We walked out of Afghanistan. Now we got the Houthis shooting at us. We've lost two SEALs, three servicemen and women. We watched what Hamas did. We watch how much money Iran has. We look at what Senator Sullivan said, the size of the Chinese military versus what we're doing, the trajectory. So if you're Xi Jinping, what are you thinking?
Well, first, Senator, I'll share with you to acknowledge the service and sacrifice of our 5 fallen heroes along with their family. I think I can't directly express Xi Jinping's attitude, but I do see the actions of the People's Liberation Army, and I see a undaunted effort to extend its aggression as a revanchist, revisionist, and expansionist state to reset the borders based on the logic of their military power. And I think we're in a global environment that has increasingly disordered, increasingly chaotic. The logic of rules is being replaced with the logic of power, and we must, as a nation, counter that logic with comprehensive national power across all levers of statecraft.
So we have a lot of servicemen and women stationed in the Indo-Pacific. We're spending a lot of money in the Indo-Pacific. So if you're talking to just an average American that's writing the check, what would you tell them? Why?
First, 60% of the world population, 60% of the world's economy, and 7 of the world's 10 largest militaries is in the Indo-Pacific. And if that disorder extends to aggression in the Indo-Pacific, we risk greater conflict, we risk proliferation that makes the world a more dangerous place. And so success in aggression anywhere in the Western Pacific has a direct effect on the security of the United States. The integration of the economies, particularly in semiconductors, according to many think tanks, could result in up to a double-digit contraction in GDP, greatly affecting people's lives and their well-being. And then finally, democracy and our values, which is the ties that connect. For all of those reasons, it is in America's direct physical interest to deter conflict by being ready to fight and to win.
How important is Taiwan?
Critical for the reasons that I spoke to earlier, even more so in the case of the economy.
So if China continues to build their economy and eventually, they have about 3 times the number of people. If they continue to build their economy and they build an economy bigger than ours, is that a threat to the United States?
One would hope not. I don't think we're competing on who has the bigger economy. We're competing on values. And for me, what I'm looking at the military instrument. And in many ways, the military instrument is directly related to the economy. And what I see is generational and concerning in terms of the activity and the buildup of the PRC.
We talked about this a little bit last week on the recapitalization of the C-130s. I think the Air Force has done about 50%. National Guard has done about 35%. Marines are 100, but the Navy's at 0. Does that concern you?
Yes, sir. Our logistics enterprise is built on the principles of efficiency over a time when we were focused on regional conflicts. Now, under the contestation that we see from actors, we've got to build a logistics enterprise that's based on the principles of effectiveness under fire.
Can you tell me the importance of having a defense alliance with the Philippines?
It is one of our oldest alliances. It's based on close people-to-people ties. It is key geography within the Western Pacific. And our continued commitment to our defense alliance with the Philippines has the same effect as our alliances and our security guarantees throughout the Western Pacific. But the people-to-people ties are very important to us, the values ties are important to us, and the geography.
Thank you, Admiral.